when it comes to dating, why is it that some people seem to have an issue with the type of person that they want to date is not into them? Why is that? Is it because it's like it's almost as if they feel that just because they want to date that type of person, those type of people or whatever should date them anyway. No, even if they're not into that type of, or who the type of person that person is. You feel me? Well, what I'm trying to get at is that that's the reaction video. That's the video we're reacting to in a way. Because apparently this person thinks that dating a trans woman doesn't make you gay. I mean, you can think that, fine, but it still makes you gay. It does. Because even trans women, even though they identify as a woman, their biological structure is still XY chromosome. Hey. And XY chromosomes are men, or are male, are masculine. XX chromosomes are females, women, feminine. I'm just saying. But also, let's just get into it. Let's see why this person thinks that dating a trans person doesn't make you gay. In my opinion, it does make you gay, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's 2023. It's almost 2024, so it doesn't matter. Nobody cares anymore. If you want to be gay, be gay. If you want to hide it, that's gonna end up causing you mental stress and shit you don't need to deal with. So just be gay about it. Fuck it. Like, doesn't matter. But let's get into this.
A vast majority of society says.
Oh, that is very low. Hold on.
Attraction is solely based off of genitalia, correct?
I've never heard of that, but go ahead.
Now, you have to ask yourself, if that was true, then why is it that straight men are not attracted to transgender men?
And then the music is a lot louder than their voice. Straight men are not attracted to transgender men because those transgender men have masculine features now. In my opinion, attraction is way more than just genitalia. It's got a lot of different things that mesh into it before someone becomes attracted to someone else. Personality, looks, whatever. But straight men are not attracted to transgender men because transgender men have masculine features now. So it's just, yeah, it's not something we're into. This seems like their intro is gonna be very loud. I apologize. I'm gonna try to skip through it. Yeah, it seems like their intro is very much louder than their actual speaking voice. Okay. Come on. Yep. There we go.
Hey sweethearts, it's Nick Venus. Once again, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all post notifications so you can be notified every time I upload. So, in this video, I'll be talking about, is it gay for men to be attracted to transgender women?
Yes.
And me personally, I believe that it is not gay, based off of certain situations. And I'm going to tell you certain situations.
It is, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still gay, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
When it pertains to attraction, that personally tells me that it is not gay. Okay, so when you really think about this, a vast majority of society says attraction is solely based off of genitalia, correct?
No.
Now, you have to ask
I've never
yourself,
heard of that.
if that was true, then why is it that straight men are not attracted to transgender men? And I know a lot of trans folks, they don't know the difference between a trans woman and a trans man. A trans man is a female to male. A trans woman is a male to female. So, A trans man has the genitalia of a woman. If it was solely based off of genitals, why aren't the straight men dating the transgender men? Clearly,
because those transgender men have masculine features, and it's not based off of genitals. It's based, there's, like I said, there's a lot of other things that go into attraction. And masculine features, a person with masculine features, a straight man is not going to be attracted to them. And first, even if a person has feminine features, if they're still technically a man, and a straight man dates a transgender woman that still has a penis or whatever, that's still gay. It's fine. Nobody cares. It's still gay. Personally, it's not my type of thing, but hey, if it's your type of thing, then you do you, boo boo, but still gay. You shouldn't try to tell yourself that if you're in the closet and you're trying to date a transgender woman, you shouldn't try to tell yourself that you're still straight, because that's just going to come with mental stress and all these other issues that will pile up, and you don't need to deal with that. Because then you might end up just worrying about your friends or family members finding out that your girlfriend is a trans woman. And then what? You know what I'm saying? You might as well just be like, yeah, just be okay with being gay and date the transgender woman. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares anymore.
Because they're like, wait a minute, these are men, I'm not gay, right? Hence the term trans man, duh. So another situation, a long time ago, I used to know this one lesbian, right? She was more like a stud. She was more masculine, right? And she used to always have this toy. She used to always talk about this toy that was strapped to her, right? This toy, she used to always talk about it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So she walked around with the toy strapped to her,
that being
under
said,
her, in her
you
bottom
have to
side.
ask yourself, why is it that a vast majority of lesbians always incorporate the male genitalia in intercourse? So if it was all about genitalia, wouldn't they just go get themselves a biological man? Ooh, or better yet, get themselves a trans woman. A trans woman has the beauty, the femininity, the characteristics of a woman with the real deal peace that they enjoy during intercourse.
Because they're not attracted to masculine energy. Right? I mean, I don't, who's to say that they don't do that? Who's to say that they do that? I don't know. But if I had to guess, it's because they are not attracted to the masculine energy that a man brings into the bedroom. I don't know.
But as we all know, a vast majority of lesbians are not attracted to trans women, and they are not attracted to men. So that right there contradicts everything as to what they are saying about attraction being solely based off of genitalia.
I've never heard of that.
Another thing that I noticed, several years ago, right before I started transitioning, I would get hit on by gay men. The moment I started transitioning, I never got hit on one single time by any gay men.
Because you started to develop feminine features, and gay men obviously prefer masculine features. Just like straight men prefer feminine features, but it's not genitalia that attracts them. It's feminine features. But then that being said, because there are like men that are born with feminine features, but they could still be straight men, whatever. But if they transition, then they'll have their features will transition far more feminine features than most men that transition to being women. And that may, if they still want to date straight men, or if they still want to date men, that's cool. But I don't think they should hide it, because things like this can happen. There was a man who quote unquote allegedly murdered a woman after she told him she was transgender. And Orlando Perez, who was 18, was so upset that he told the detectives after killing Selena Reyes Hernandez, he turned to her home a second time to shoot her again. An 18-year-old high school student was allegedly so upset after finding out a woman he went home with was a transgender that he killed her. So if you want, if you are a transgender woman who is so who has zero appearance of masculine features in their appearance, then you might want to be careful if you trying to choose whether to hide that from your partner or not, because something like that can happen, and that's messed up. Be safe out there and take care of yourself.
So, my thing is, if it's so gay, wouldn't so many gay men be all over us? They're not, because they want men. They do not want somebody that's soft.
They want masculine features.
Characteristics of
that's what they're attracted to.
No, they want masculine. They want hairy. They want beards. They want a man, right? So this is another contradiction, and this is another reason why I believe that it's not gay if a man is attracted to a transgender woman. Okay, now another thing that I noticed.
Being attracted to a transgender woman, that part I can see that, especially if they're like, oh shit, you're transgender, okay, cool, and then they move on, they decide not to date you. But being attracted to him, like, oh damn, that person's appearance is very attractive. And then if they find out that you're a transgender, and then they're like, okay, well, nope, that's not for me, that's fine, it's whatever. But if they're like, maybe I'll give it a shot, that person might be gay. That person's gay. That person's gay. And that's okay. Doesn't matter.
Men will set attraction in stone. They will say, I would never date a trans woman ever, right? It's set in stone, correct? But from my own personal experience, several years ago, right? I met this one guy, and we were in a public setting, right? We just became friends, and we started hanging out more and more. So what happened is he ended up really, really liking me, girl. He ended up really liking me. And he told me, he said he was exactly like the transphobic people on the media. He said he would talk crap about trans women, bully trans women every chance he gets, right? Put down trans women. But then he ended up liking me. He ended up liking me so much, girl. To the point where he told me that he's not attracted to trans women, he was just attracted to me because he liked my personality and he's seen something within me. This is why I know attraction is not set in stone, because one can argue and say, oh, I would never date this type. I would never date this type, but then you come across that one. In reality, outside of the media, and she literally has all the checks in order, all the boxes checked of what you like, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's more to attraction than just genitalia. But maybe that person was had such anger towards the transgender community or trans women that they were the type of person who was in the closet and just gay but afraid to admit it, and so they lashed out at transgender women for no reason.
So this is why I also know that everything is not set in stone, because I experienced that. And the thing that's crazy about it, girl, okay, now I stopped talking to him because he never had time for me. He was like a workaholic, right? So girl, I remember telling this man, I said, you're never gonna find somebody like me again. I never changed my number, but to this day, this man literally still texts me. To this day, he would text me once in a while saying, oh, I miss you so much, I miss you. I miss you! And girl, he's like, you were right. I never found anybody like you. I've been dating and I still can't find somebody like you. So from all these situations that I mentioned is the reason why I personally believe that being attracted to a trans woman is not gay. And mind you, I'm not trying to get men to be attracted to.
It's still gay. Then that's okay. You should be fine with that. Like, if this guy was so, say, if this guy, the person that they are talking about, if this guy is still messaging and stuff like that, but he still hasn't like gone out with them or started dating them, then either it's only a matter of time. He's trying to come to terms with his sexuality of being gay, or he's just really not actually into not actually gay, but he's just like, yeah, our personalities are cool. We mesh. We can be great friends and shit. But I don't want to take things to the bedroom. He might end up coming to that decision instead. Who knows?
To what they're not. I'm just trying to explain things in a very simplified way. So if you really think about this and analyze this, if a man does not want children, right? Or he already has children and they moved out of the house, they're grown or whatever, right? What would be the difference of him dating a trans woman versus dating a biological woman?
He can change his mind and want to have kids with a biological woman, and also she is a biological woman, and he just might not be into transgender women. And even if he is into transgender women, then that's fine. Again, it's still gay, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares. It's 2023 now. If you want to suppress that shit, that's going to cause further issues for you down the road.
Literally. She's feminine, she's feminine. She's soft, she's soft. She's beautiful, she's beautiful. She's taking care of you, she's taking care of you. She wants to cater to you, she wants to cater to you.
She has a natural female private parts. The transgender woman would have either natural male private parts, which that still wouldn't mesh in the bedroom because the straight man is straight and not gay. Whereas, or the transgender woman could have had surgery, bottom surgery, and maybe he's just not into that, or maybe she didn't tell him, or maybe he does like it and that'll still make him gay. It still doesn't matter.
Like, what is the difference? She has characteristics of a female. There's literally no difference. There's literally no difference whatsoever. And I mean in a dating sense. I mean a social dating sense. There's no difference. The only difference
so you're not
is
talking
the
about bedroom sense.
women can have a kid. That's the only difference. So,
so you are talking
another
about
thing when it comes to dating is there has been this shift, and I noticed this. Now, this is more so to help out biological women. Now, you can listen to what I have to say or not. That's up to you. But I noticed that a lot of modern day women are messing it up for other women, because a lot of modern day women are out there saying, you know what, on our first date, he's gonna have to spend $400 on me. Girl, are you crazy? $400? So, what's going on?
Y'all heard about the cheesecake girl? I'm pretty sure you have heard about the cheesecake factory girl.
Is a lot of these modern day women have this egotistical, prideful mindset, right? They have this egotistical, prideful mindset, and they're messing it up for other girls to the point where guys are not approaching women anymore.
That's why the passport bros are.
It's so bad that men are getting their passports, leaving to foreign countries and trying to find women to marry.
Bro, I'm going to the Philippines.
Are you all right, sir?
With a bathroom.
It's straight down.
Where?
And some are coming to trans women. That's what's going on. A vast majority of
I haven't heard that, but if that's a thing, then okay, still gay, but doesn't matter.
men are getting tired of modern day women. I know sometimes I start rambling and stuff, but as I was saying, I personally believe being attracted to a trans woman is not gay, based off of the things that I was saying prior. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe for future content, and until next time, guys.
But yeah, I don't know. I disagree. Obviously for mental health reasons, because I think if you're, yes, it does still make you gay, and if you have problems coming to terms with it and you want you hide it or whatever, it's gonna be problematic for you down the road. So in my opinion, it still makes you gay. Doesn't matter though. Nobody cares. It's not my thing. If it's your thing, good for you. But hey, because everybody's different, so fuck it. But that's it. As always, link to the video and link to this person's channel will be in the description below. So be sure to check out Nick Venus on YouTube, and don't forget to do this. No, don't look at me like that, because that's literally the channel's name. See, Nick Venus. It's not like I'm trying to talk shit or whatever. It's just, it literally says Nick Venus. So be sure to check them out on YouTube. visit their channel, and while you're there, don't harass or anything like that. But do those 3 things that I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah, and you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.